You're watching Xhale Yoga. My name is Daniel. We are out here in the Nowosphere, deep in the heart of the yoga capital of the universe, Austin, Texas. Let's practice some Logos Vinyasa. Let the day begin with discipline. Find an easy seat, ground the base, elongate the spine, elevate the crown to its fullest expression, leave the palms open to receive, close the eyelids, turn inward, and begin to focus on breath. And for this next moment, moving from the space without, the infinite, and turning inward and scan the space behind the eyelids to the space that is finite, the space that makes you, you. Reducing reaction, experiencing each inhale as it flows through to within. And with each exhale, releasing one more distraction. Reducing reaction to only inhales, only exhales. 5 more on your own. Two. Then at the bottom of this exhale, you can flicker the eyes open. And for the rest of this exercise, we'll be connecting breath to movement in a flowing, at times rigorous meditation. Palms reach out, shoulders back. Inhale to swing the palms overhead, big stretch. Exhale, thumbs to heart center, Anjala Mudra. Repeat, palms reach out and sweep this inhale over the crown. Palms connect, lengthen. Exhale, thumbs down. One more, just like this, palms reach out. Like the wings of an eagle, we soar even greater. Exhale, heart. Let's stretch the side body, float the left palm, and let's lean to the left. Removing any bend from this right elbow, maximizing the stretch from the fingertip all the way down through the side body. Then contract the core and tilt the heart towards space. Draw the right shoulder back and plug it in. All things deliberate throughout this exercise. Then after 2 more breath cycles, we'll flow together to the opposite side, but I'll count it off so we can flock together, happening here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Two more. And then at the bottom of this breath, let's press both palms into the air. Reach up, shake it out, squeeze the center middle, breathe in. Exhale, shift forward, please, to a tabletop position. With palms shoulder width distance apart, knees hip width distance apart. Untuck the toes, rotate the biceps slightly forward. Begin to activate the breath, engage the core. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow pose. Exhale to press, curl, round the spine, draw the navel in, cat. Inhale, lower the heart, float the tail, Vidalasana. Exhale to round the spine, create space between the scapula. Majariasana. Take several more rounds of cat and cow to the pace, rhythm of the inhale, followed by the exhale. And then after 3 cats and 3 cows, return to all 4 pillars, solid, firm ground. Leave the knees aligned with the hips as you begin to traction. And trace the palms forward here for puppy dog stretch. Shasosana. Aiming the heart toward the mat, sinking, surrendering, finding stillness here for gravity's last stand. In a few short moments, friends, we will be flowing upstream against a downward current that is gravity. Stay here or option to rise onto the fingertips to engage more deeply. And even as we sink and discover stillness, continue to observe the pattern. Follow the rhythm of the inhale and exhale for 2 more breaths. Then at the tail of this exhale, you begin to retraction, retread the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the toes in, breathe in, extend the hips upward. Breathe out, downward facing dog. First one of this exercise, pedal it out, organic movements here, stepping into each heel, bending into opposite knee, finding what feels natural. Option, shake out the head or wag the tail, sway the hips to and from, or find cobra in the spine, pressing firm into the palms, drawing the heart closer to the thighs. Stay connected and flow with the movement. Then on this next inhale, shift the gaze forward and rise onto the tops of toes. Then with straight legs, navel in, small steps, we walk forward to the top of the mat, then fold, Uttanasana, ragdoll variation. Reach for opposite elbows, surrender the weight of the crown. Option to maintain a soft bend or a deep bend in the knees, allow the torso to sway to the right and left to the breeze and rhythm. Stay here or option across the forearms at the base of the nape, reaching for opposite shoulders if this serves you for 2 more breaths. And then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering the fingertips to the earth. Hollow out the belly, and on this next breath in, begin to unravel the spine, 1 vertebra at a time to equal standing mountain pose. Samatahiti, finding our roots here, connected at the soles. Distribute evenly as you stand up straight with the shoulders back, narrowing the distance between the navel and the spine. Then on this next inhale, reverse swan dive, palms reach up. Exhale, depart the wings and hinge forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up, halfway flat spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms, then step the right toes to the back of the mat for runner's lunge. Let's build this foundation. The asana begins at the sole of the left foot, left knee, left heel is in a vertical straight line. Fully engage the right leg as you plant the right palm, contract to center, and then rotate open to the left. Revolved 8, crescent moon A. Then on this next inhale, the left palm is going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to dial the palm forward for Anjaneyasana. Plant the right palm as you step the left heel back and stack it side plank to the right. Extending the left palm to a 12 o'clock position. If the wrists are tender or arm balances aren't available to you, you can stagger the feet for balance, come down to the length of shin, or even forearm as long as the core is active and the hips are elevated. Your side plank looks good. Breathe in. And on the exhale, we're going to soften the left palm down to a plank position, top of a push-up, firm line. Hips, heels, crown, look forward. Press firm into the palms to get the most rise in these arms. Breathe deep. And on the exhale, slow motion. How slow can you descend, grounding the heart? Untuck the toes, leaving the elbows against the ribs as you sweep the heart from the floor. Baby cobra. Exhale to ground, soften. 2 more, lift up, baby cobra, but this time removing pressure from the fingertips, using the strength of the lower body to stay elevated. Breathe and lift. Exhale to discover the floor for 1 more. This time, rising onto the fingertips, walk them to the corners of the mat. And on this next breath in, either halfway lift, baby cobra, or if you have full cobra available to you, this practice, extend the arms completely. Keep the neck elongated for a full cycle of breath. Exhale to ground. Retread the fingertips beneath the shoulder blades, elbows back to the ribs, tuck the toes, engage the core, and on this inhale, press up, firm line of energy, Kumbhakasana plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, jump to the top of the mat, then fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, root to rise, hollow out the belly, palms reach out. Now let's lift the vibration. Palms connect, lengthen through the torso. Exhale, lower the thumbs to the third eye, then bow forward in service of your practice. And lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, lower the palms and step the left toes to the back of the mat and find the foundation. Rooting down through the left toes, maintain a solid vertical base. It is from this base we shall construct a myriad of cosmic expressions, planting the left palm, contract, twist, and rotate open to the right. Parivrita Ashtha Chandrasana A. And on this next inhale, the right palm's going to dial to the back of the mat, half circle. Exhale to swing this palm like a Ferris wheel forward, runner's lunge. Plant the left palm, step the right heel back, side plank to the right. One more slow side body breath into the base, breathe in. And exhale to ground the right palm down, back to a plank. Challenge here to draw in, drag in, sip it in. The longest, slowest, deepest breath of this day. And on the exhale, slow motion, either baby cobra or freeze at low plank chaturanga. Untucking the toes, pressing upward facing dog. Legs active, knees hover. Exhale, downward facing dog. This set of actions is the vinyasa for this exercise. I offer a bunch like Marky Mark and the You Know Who. Challenge yourself. Accept them all or skip them as necessary. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step, arrive to the top of the mat, then fold Uttanasana. Inhale to salute the sun. Palms reach out this time. This time, interlacing the thumbs. Create resistance, locate the center. Draw the biceps back by the ears. Melt the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe in slow, deep, full. Exhale to flurry forward, Uttanasana. Lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step or jump back to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Then move through this vinyasa. One inhale, upward facing dog. Per one exhale, downward facing dog. Let's check our dogs here. By shortening the stance, walk the palms toward the toes far enough to make heel to earth contact, like an inverted V. And for the next 3 breaths, explore the space beneath the skin, connect to the body mind. The body is the unconscious mind. It is here. Look, listen, feel. What does it say? Then from this space, continue to walk the palms all the way to the back of the mat, folding forward as you squeeze the navel in, bend the knees deep, sink the hips low, hover the palms. Then on this inhale, extend the palms over the crown, Utkatasana, chair. We are compressing organs. We are activating metabolism. We are stimulating digestion. Then on this next exhale, can you sink a little deeper? Can you squeeze more firmly? Then breathe in. Exhale to dive forward and fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower the palms and walk them forward. Back to your regular downward facing dog. Sun salutation B. Tilt the hips back. On this next inhale, extend the right heel high. Three-legged down dog. First 3 breaths, press through the heel, rotating the forefoot toward the mat. Lengthen, straighten, sharpen. Next 2 breaths, bend the right knee, rotate the hip right over left while maintaining equal pressure into the palms. Breathe in, extend the right heel, point the toes, engage. Exhale, draw the knee to your nose, curl, shift forward, freeze. Inhale to swing the right heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, and step forward, runner's lunge. Prepare the foundation, engage the center mid, then give rise. Crescent warrior. With each inhale, expanding as prana floats, each exhale revising, settling the foundation, achieving buoyancy into this left leg connected to the deep strength, the deepest strength, the ability to lift yourself. Then on this next inhale, reach even greater, squeeze more firmly. And on the exhale, W the arms, tilt the head back, extend the heart up. At the bottom of this breath, reach up and grow. Exhale, W the arms and lean back. One more just like this, reaches you even greater. And listen carefully on the exhale, we're dialing the left heel down and opening up into warrior 2. Hips open. Right knee is in a straight line over the forward facing toes. If for any reason the knee is tilted inward or off kilter, proper form is to take the right sit bone, tilt it inward as it presses the left away, then lunge forward, creating this invisible line of energy from the heel to the arch. Turn the front palm and reach up, peaceful warrior, side body stretch. And on the exhale, we're gonna cartwheel the palms down frame by frame. Left palm articulates with the left toes, dropping into runner's lunge. Then step the right heel back three-legged. As you fall halfway chaturanga, then the toes follow and float you through this 3-legged vinyasa. One breath per one action. Downward facing dog. DFD, side B. Yeah, you know me. Tilt hips back. Next inhale, extends the left heel high. Ekapada, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Second verse, same as the first. First 3 breaths, find your fullest expression. Next 2 breaths, bend the left knee, rotate the hip, left over right. Inhale, extends the left heel, point the toes, prepare. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward. Freeze. Inhale to swing the left heel back to space. Exhale, knee to nose, curl, shift forward, and step through Anjaneyasana. Prepare, engage, ascend. Ashtha Chandrasana. Stay fierce. Stay focused. And this next inhale reaches even greater. Squeeze firm and listen carefully on the exhale. Part the wings, hinge the upper half forward as you interlace the fingers at the base of the spine. Press the palms firm, then extend the fist down. Past the tailbone as you lift the heart upward. Draw the shoulders back. Tilt the head back. Dare to breathe. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra by extending the index finger, wrapping the thumbs. Imagine there's a string pulling you up from the heart into the cosmos. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of this exhale, carefully release the bind. Circle the palms high above. And on the exhale, open up, warrior 2 to the right. Turn the palm and reach up, Pripparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, rainbow the palms down, vinyasa. Step the left heel back and flow 1 breath. Move 1 action per 1 hail. Back home to downward facing dog. All right, friends, we're gonna repeat this sequence again. This sun B, this time 1 breath. This time 1 action. This time 1 breath per 1 action. Here we flow. Shift the gaze forward, please. Bend the knees deeply. Step or pounce to the top of the mat, then fold as you squeeze the navel in. Bend the knees deep, sink the hips. Hover the palms, then breathe up, lift up, chair. Exhale to sink, then squeeze. Inhale. Exhale to tumble forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, vinyasa, plant the palms, step or jump back. Flow with the movement. Downward facing dog. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step it forward, runner's lunge, solid, firm ground. Inhale, lift up, crescent warrior. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, vinyasa, windmill the palms down and flow. Side B. Extends the left heel high, 3-legged. Exhale to step on through to the other side, Anjaneyasana. Inhale, Astra Chandrasana. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, Pripparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, vinyasa. Step back and flow. Downward facing dog. All right, friends, let's take a short break here. Child's pose, Balasana. Seal the base of the thighs to the heels. Extend the palms forward, giving the third eye a down. Or reach the palms behind you, left open to receive. Or come seated to heels, Vajrasana, Thunderbolt. Take a sip of water. New friends, old. I speak each level in this space. Option to follow each cue carefully. Option to listen to what speaks to you. Option to tune this out and go with the flow. This practice belongs to you. If at any point throughout this exercise you find yourself chasing the breath, losing connection, proper form is to seek rest until you're ready to dive back in. Shift forward, please. Downward facing dog. From down dog, shift forward to a plank position, solid, firm breath, breathe in. Exhale, ground the heart for Sphinx. Walk the palms forward, spread the fingers apart. Forearms stay parallel, elbows an inch in front of the shoulders. Forefoot active, knees hover. So friends, we saluted the sun. We established the foundation. But thou shalt not pass the core. The core is the source of your physical power. So tuck the toes, engage, then extend the hips up in a firm line. Forearm plank, 60 counts, beginning now. 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Phew, disengage. Ground the heart, lower the chin to the mat. Draw the elbows in, then bend the knees, hip width distance apart as we reach for the lateral edges of both feet, lifting up into floor bow here. Dare to breathe. One more inhale lifts you even greater. Exhale to carefully disengage. Retread the palms back beneath the shoulders and press the hips up to the heels, back to the heels for Thunderbolt Vajrasana. So this can be an alternative rest to child's pose. Come to seated on heels, cupping the palms, sit up straight, shoulders back, core active, always, ever, wherever. In here, out there, but especially out there and in here. All right, from here, shift the hips over to either side, extend the legs forward. Staff pose, Dandasana. Distribute evenly along the base, even seated, all things deliberate. From here, we're gonna reach the palms forward, keep the arms plugged in, then hover the shins parallel to the floor and to the ceiling, but draw the shoulders back, keep the neck elongated and look straight up. Navasana boat pose. Inhale, exhale, lower to a hover, freeze without pinning the shoulders, without tapping the heels. Express the lungs and breathe up and lift, high boat. Exhale, low boat, hover, freeze, chill, wait. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat, 3 out of 5. There are 2 more. Here we flow, number 4. Exhale, lower to a simmer. Now, friends, how many fibers on this last one can you activate? How much articulation can you express? Lifting up into this high boat position. Exhale, low boat to a hover for 10, 9, point the toes, 8, scissor kicks, 7, 6, or find angels in the carpet, free falling for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage, sigh it out. All right, so let's leave the arms long along the side body, palms face down. Press through the heels, big toes together to touch. Squeeze the center middle. Then On this next inhale, legs come up to wall pose. So practicing some inversions here to get some fresh blood moving around. Stay here. Or if you have a shoulder stand in your practice already, you may press up and reach for the base of the hips, extending the legs, pointing the toes north. Distribute evenly along the elbows, triceps, shoulders. Neck stays long. Chin away from the chest. Stay here, or if you have plow pose, halasana in your practice, squeeze the core and begin to send your toes up over the brow to the space behind you, compressing the throat chakra. And then when you're ready to disengage, carefully bend the knees toward both ears and unravel the spine one vertebra at a time. Replant the soles. Left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Sway the knees to and from, reconnect. Next challenge. We're going to traction the palms to the base of the thighs. Then begin to start rocking and rolling your frame up and down the length of the mat until one of three easy seat will serve you, or gain enough momentum to roll to equal standing mountain pose, or maybe gain enough momentum to cross the legs and jump through the chaturanga, taking a vinyasa. All levels means choose your own adventure. And from here, we're going to step to the center of the mat. So transitioning from segment to segment, we reestablish the base. So let's find a strong, sturdy mountain position. And from here, reverse swan dive, palms soar above. Connect, exhale, Anjali Mudra. Let's practice some balance. Let's plant some trees. First, by rising onto the left toes, knee comes forward. Then open the knee over to the left. And then one of three to plant this tree, Vrikshasana, heel to the low calf, or drag the heel to the thigh crease, or take the half lotus bind over the right thigh as you press the palms firm, creating a straight line of energy from the crown to the sole of the right foot. Find a drishti point, a point of focus that you can tune out and tune in. Only inhales, only exhales. Then from here, we're going to grow our tree branches high above as we extend the left heel forward, keep the knee flexed. And then we're going to draw the knee and thigh parallel as you reach for the interior edge of the left foot. Seal the Gyan Mudra, right hand side, dancer's pose, Nittara Chanasana. Stay right here, or begin to press the forefoot into the palm as you're extending forward and lifting up. Concentrate. Remember, friends, that failure is always an option because failure is always informative. 2 more breaths. And at the bottom of this breath, carefully step down, shake it out. Are we having fun yet? Side B. From mountain, reverse swan dive, palms reach up. Exhale, thumbs to heart center. Let's rise into the right toes, knee forward, and open the knee over to the right. Then one of three, rinse, repeat. Tree. One side may be unlike the other. And from here, let's grow our branches high above and extend the right knee forward. Keep it flexed. And I'll draw the knee and thigh parallel. Dancer. Side B. Two more breaths. And at the bottom is exhale. Carefully step it down. All right, let's step to the top of the mat. And reverse swan dive. Salute this sun one more glorious time. Exhale to flurry forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to down dog, or take a vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Main course, daily bread. Here we flow. Next inhale, extends the right heel high, three-legged. Exhale to step on through, runner's lunge. Solid, firm foundation. Dial the left heel down, lining up the right heel to the arch of the left foot as if you're gonna balance on a tightrope. Then crawl the left fingertips forward. How gracefully can you expand and fan, open, warrior two. 5 breaths, 5 points of light in this constellation. Number 1 is a deep lunge in the right knee, toes forward. For number 2, a fully engaged left leg, lateral edge parallel, or a slight inner rotation of the hip. For number 3, shoulders and hips are squared forward. Number 4, a straight line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Then number 5, crown elevated, fullest expression, dristi flowing just past the right middle finger. Turn the front palm, reach up, peaceful warrior, but stay, hold, freeze, breathe, deep, lunge, inhale. Exhale to dial the palms to a 12 in 6 position, extended side angle. Option to rest the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee. Option to hover the form to the inside of the right ankle. Or perhaps you have an alternative expression, perhaps the 45-degree straight line of energy, or even a bind behind the spine, or even bird of paradise. Side angle is the peak posture for this exercise, which means we are here for approximately 2 extra breaths. Birds and vines, you're in a time zone of your own. Side angles, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath within. Always stay for the breath without, because at the bottom of the exhale, we rotate the palms back up to warrior 2. Exhale, side out. Then lengthen through the right leg. Shift the hips back, keep the arms parallel, setting up for Trikonasana, triangle. Surf the upper half forward and dial the palms back into a vertical line. Take up space. Imagine you're carrying a large canvas through a narrow corridor. Stay connected and you'll be the observer, not the actor. Triangle, side angle, warrior 2, and reverse warrior all share an identical vertical base. 1 more breath cycle. At the bottom of this breath, lift the arms up to a T and spin the heels over here to the left for a 5-pointed star, Utthita Tadasana. Both feet forward, lateral edges stay parallel. First 3 breaths, sparkle, shimmer, shine, take up space. When you do, your frequency increases, your esteem levitates. Then from here, Siddhi Mudra, index finger thumbs, and spread the wings wide. Press the heart forward, squeeze the center middle, breathe deep. And on the exhale, a wide-legged forward bend. Turn these mudras upside down, interlace the fingers, palms pressed north to the crown, Prasarita Padottanasana. Option to stoke the Kali Mudra. Over time, perhaps experimenting heel toeing wide enough to make contact from the crown to the earth. Stay connected and perhaps even discover a speck of rest at the bottom of this position. 2 more breaths. Then at the tail of this exhale, carefully release the bind, lowering both palms to the earth, connecting the thumbs in a straight line. Stay low, hover the palms an inch, then spread the wings a mile. Then on this inhale, we flare back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Breathe in. Then from here, we're gonna rotate the right heel to the front of the mat, and without seam, step into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, spin the palms down, vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Side B extends the left heel high, 3 legs. Exhale to step it forward. Runner's lunge, solid but careful. Spin the right heel down, lining up the left heel to the arch of the right foot as if you're gonna balance on a paddleboard. Crawl the right fingertips forward and spiral open, warrior 2. 5 breaths, 5 opportunities. 5 inhalations expand you. 5 exhalations revise you. Where can you lengthen, straighten, sharpen? Turn the palm, peaceful warrior, reach up. But stay for the exhale, maintain the 90-degree bend into the left knee. Look up, breathe north. Exhale to rotate the palms back to 12, back to 6. Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle. Birds and binds, do the things. Side angles. The ability to observe without evaluating is the highest form of intelligence. 2 more breaths. One. At the bottom of this breath, lift the palms back up through warrior 2. Spiritus exhale, side out. And lengthen through the left leg. Shift the hips back, setting back up for triangle. Clothesline the upper half forward and dial the palms back into a vertical line. Two more breaths. And at the bottom of this breath cycle, lift the palms back out to a T and spin the heels over here to the right, back to our 5 points of light. Woo! All right, so just a reminder that left and right occasionally will be different from me to you as I am mirroring on part of this, and also I have to face the camera. So this time, heels in, toes out. And let's go ahead and bring the palms together, happening in 3, 2, 1. Skandasana toward the back of the mat. Lunge deeply into the right knee, resting the elbow to the top of the thigh above the knee, or anchor. I might have said back of the mat, it's probably front of the mat. Anchor the elbow to the inside of the right ankle, pressing the palms firm as you lengthen from the crown to the tail, lifting the left toes. Stay here, or option, take the right fingertips and tent them up and open up to the left for aesthetic. From here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points. Twinkle, twinkle. Hands back together, happening at tres, dos, uno. Breathe in. Exhale, Skandasana to the left. Drop the elbow. Or add aesthetic. From here, palms press down, press back up, 5 points, and raise the jazz. Woo! And exhale, we're gonna lower the palms to the thighs. Sink low, look forward, breathe deep. Exhale to lower the left shoulder, gaze over right. Stay, freeze, deepen. And at the bottom of this breath cycle, return back to center, full deep body breath. Exhale, lower the right shoulder, gaze over left, twisting, turning, torquing, bending. Use the palm to bend even deeper. And at the bottom of this breath, return back to center. Seal the Gyan Mudra. These things right here. Then we're going to raise on up. Big breath rising all the way onto the tops of toes. Taking up the most space ever. And exhale, dropping down into goddess pose. Sink low, align the spine with the crown. Be the burn. Option to rise onto the left toes. No pressure, no hurry. Option to rise onto the right toes. No problem, no worry. Option to fan the flames of this phoenix above the crown, high above. Exhale, feathers down, heels high, hips low. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Then from here, carefully lower the heels back down to the mat. Return all 10 toes forward. Stay low, hover the palms an inch, spread the wings a mile, and then we Ric Flair back open to our 5 points of light. Woo! Breathe in, and on the exhale, spin the left heel to the front of the mat, and step into Warrior Two. Turn the palm and reach up, Preparita Virabhadrasana. Exhale, last vinyasa of class. Let it be known. All right, friends, it's already time to cool down. From down dog, tilt the hips back. Extend the right heel high, three-legged. Setting up for half pigeon. Exhale, draw the knee forward, rest it behind the right wrist as you drape the torso over the thigh. Extend the left leg behind you, toes untucked. Palms and elbows inbound, find the center. Then press up, vertical pigeon. Glance over the left shoulder to make sure the foot is straight. And then exhale, resting pigeon, walk the palms forward to the forearms. Or extend them entirely, giving the third eye a down. Three more breaths. And when you are ready, you can begin to reanimate this pigeon one feather, one quill at a time. Retracting the palms back beneath the shoulder blades in a vertical line. Engage, tuck the left toes in. Prepare Then press up and extend the right heel back to space, three-legged down dog, bending the right knee, rotating the hip, taking organic movements here clockwise, counterclockwise, or otherwise. If you have wild thing in your practice and want to flip your dog, hover the left palm, the right palm, hover the right palm, then carefully turn the torso over to the left while extending the hips upward with the right palm, reaching forward, facing up. The left palm is a primary pillar of support. Let it be known. Then, and only when you're ready to rotate back over, how many fibers can you activate? How much articulation can you express as you rotate through this extended side plank, press through the heel, rotating into a three-legged down dog on an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, or bonus, logos, vinyasa. Downward facing dog, side B. Extends the left heel high, three-legged. For half pigeon, draw the knee forward, rest it behind the left wrist. Drape the torso, extend the right leg back. Palms and elbows inbound, find the center. Press up, vertical pigeon. Glance right, then go to sleep. Three more breaths. Then just as mindfully as you operated on its opposite, begin to reanimate one strand by one, by one, by one. Replant the palms, engage, tuck the right toes, prepare. Then extend, press up the left heel back to space, three-legged, bend the knee, rotate the hip, restorative action. Stay here, or Kamatkarasana, hover the left palm, then turn over. The right palm is where it is at. And now just as mindfully, imagine you're at the bottom of the sea. How slow can you flow? How many ripples can you create? How much transformation can you ignite combining a single breath? Inhale with one rotation, three-legged down dog. Exhale, DFT, or get that bonus, logos. Downward facing dog. Shift the gaze forward. Step through to a seat, legs come forward. Back to staff pose, Dandasana. Sit up straight, shoulders back, core better be active. You should get this by now. We're gonna connect the pinky fingers and the thumbs. Open the petals of this lotus and reach up and grab for your dharma, which is your path. Breathe in and exhale, a seated forward bend. Reaching for the ankles, the lateral edges of both feet, or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. Bringing awareness back to the navel. The more engagement you can squeeze into the core, the deeper engagement you're going to achieve on these forward bends. And then from here, carefully disengage. And let's go ahead and take the wide leg version of this practice. So draw the heels apart, but keep the heels flexed. So not more than a 90-degree angle here from the center column. And then just squeeze the center, and then just using gravity, hinge forward. Option to take the fingertips to traction you forward a little, or take the peace fingers to the big toes and flex yourself forward. But avoid forcing yourself into anything. There are no guarantees in life, but if you practice these asanas each day, you will become longer, you will become stronger. There's never a need to rush it. Just return to the mat daily. If you build it, Kevin Costner will indeed arrive. And then when you're ready, you can carefully disengage. Let's draw the left sole of the left foot into the right thigh crease, setting up for Janu Sirsasana, which is head to knee pose. So look where we're at. We're in mid transition here, where we're still distributing evenly. And then square forward, reach up, look up, squeeze. And then on the exhale, turn pivot and fold over the right leg, reaching for the lateral edges of the foot, bending the knee as generously as needed to make forehead to knee contact. There is an intermediate expression, but again, friends, this is not Simon Says. Only if this speaks to you, you may take the left palm to the lateral edge of the right foot as you drape the right forearm to the inside of the right shin, then tilt the gaze beneath the left shoulder. Two more breaths. And then when you're ready, carefully disengage. Then let's switch out the legs, extending the left heel away from the center. Draw the right sole of the foot into the left thigh crease. Lift up, reach up, breathe in, turn pivot, and dive. I'll repeat the intermediate option again. If this is you, you take the right palm to the lateral edge, grab it of the left foot as you drape the left forearm to the inside of the left ankle, then tilt the gaze just underneath the right shoulder, the right tricep. Two more. And then when you're ready, carefully disengage. And let's draw both soles of feet together here for Baddha Konasana, which is butterfly. Reach for the pinky edges of both feet. Draw the heels toward the root as you sit up straight with the shoulders back. Or you could turn this into a forward bend, squeezing the bandhas, hinging forward, shrugging the shoulders, pressing the elbows into the calves. And then from here, draw the knees back and extend the legs forward. Hover the palms, and then in slow motion, we're going to carefully, slowly make our way onto the shoulder blades. Outstretching the palms along the side body, facing down as you bend the knees, hip width distance apart. The longest finger reaches the heels as we set up for bridge pose, which is Setu Bandhasana. First by exhaling any remaining wind from the lungs. Then inhale to extend the hips upward as you press the palms firm into the mat, chin away from the chin away from the chest. Stay here, or option to take the bind, interlacing the fingers, and then dragging the fist, extending the fist, tucking in one shoulder, then its opposite. the rising and the sinking. And if you still have the bind, be kind, rewind, and lower the spine. All right, friends, we have time to do bridge again, part 2, or if it's time for relaxation for you, you could draw the soles of the feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly, drawing the heels toward the root. Let the knees fall, left hand heart, right hand belly. Or if you still have some energy that you need to get out, we can practice wheel, which is one more back bend, by placing the soles of the feet back into that bridge-like position, knees hip width distance apart. And then we're going to take the palms beside each ear, elbows come out shoulder width distance apart. Now, before we do anything and lift off, keep in mind when you lift off to avoid going heels in, toes out. It is the most common misalignment that I observe from the underinitiated. So exhaling first, then inhale to extend the hips up, and then press up and raise the crown. Option to reconnect the top of the crown to the mat, or extend the arms and hips up completely for Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel. Breathe evenly. And then when you're ready to come back down, carefully tuck the chin and lower the shoulders gently with the spine. Let's draw the knees into the heart. Give yourself a firm squeeze for all of the order, all of the logos performed here in this practice, reaching across the shins for opposite elbows like a tiny little package. If you want to take happy baby, you can reach between the knees for the lateral edges of both feet. Soles upward facing, body sinking, dissipating, disappearing into the mat, into that long forgotten space free of care. This is the final posture for this exercise. If there's something that I didn't think of or get around to, even a standing posture, go for it here. Otherwise, when you're ready, you may fan and expand, open into your final relaxation, extending the arms and legs the length of the mat, heels to the corners, allow the toes to fall, leave the palms open to receive, keep the shoulders grounded so that the heart stays elevated. This is your corpse pose. Shavasana. Then, as we complete the cycle for our practice, it begins again with this next inhale. The first inhale into the new Nowosphere, the space where life is only ever lived. Send this awareness throughout the body, energetic. Let this light illuminate the heart space as it outflows, then inflows, passing through the throat chakra. Send this awareness into the third eye, the pineal gland, the seat of intuition. Then reanimate by extending the palms over the crown, long, Beyond the crown, long good morning stretch. Point the toes, lengthen. And from here, bending into both knees. Take the palms, align the knees as you roll over to the left side body, placing the palm by the brow. And then from here, pressing back up to an easy seat as we conclude this practice the same way we began. Thank you for sharing your practice with me and for the gift of your presence. And thank yourselves for stepping into radical action on this destinationless journey to become the greatest of all time at all the things only you are qualified to become: the kindest, wisest, most patient, most forgiving. There is no vibration that exceeds God's grace, longest, strongest version of yourself. Take this energy into the rest of your day. My name is Daniel. Thank you again, friends, for sharing Exhale with your friends. Good karma. Namaste.